Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today's Sunday morning service here at the Wailuku Hongwanji Mission. My name is Reverend Shinkai Murakami. Today, we are presenting to you the Honpa Hongwanji Mission of Hawaii State Ministers Association's Sunday morning virtual services. At the first, I would like to offer the incense for you and myself together. Namandav, 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 namandav. Thank you very much. Now we begin with the Vandana and Ti-Sarana for today's services. Please join us. Now we would like to have a chanting of the Sutra. Today's chanting will be a Juseige. Please join with us.
Shigam
人力縁大公不所無才道少女三具量東西春薬難回避知恵言滅死根毛案永続上悪道自脱全種門大掃除満足引用老人坊日月集十期天候音部言一種海洋図公正独法常運大集中千法四軸供養一切部具足十徳法元年出場版特異三概要如仏無下地通達未不詳願学営力奉仕最小尊志願逆効果大仙王感動国書天人法珍妙I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I'll try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds. knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandabu Namandabu. Good morning, friends. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. State Hongwanji, Honpa Hongwanji, State Ministers Association's Sunday morning virtual services. I would like to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation to all of you for supporting this program. We're still having a very difficult time due to the coronavirus, but let's put hands together and conquer this difficult time together. My name is Reverend Shinkai Murakami, the resident minister of the Wailuku Hongwanji Mission on Maui. This is my great honor and privilege to share with you my understanding of, or my taste of, Nembutsu life. Living in this society, we are able to learn many, many wonderful things from people around, and that making our lives more precious and a wonderful one. Being the minister, I'm seeing so many people, and those people are exactly my teacher. Our term we call Zen Jishiki. The English translation for this is the great Dharma teacher. When I was at the previous temple, I met one of the ladies. She's coming to the Sunday services almost every Sunday. Her house was a couple blocks from the church. She used to come to the church by walk. But at the age of 83, one day she fell and she broke her hip. So since then, her daughter-in-law, she brought her to the church. But she just dropped her off at the church. An hour and a half later, she picked her up from the church. So daughter-in-law didn't come to the church often. She lost her husband. The daughter-in-law lost her husband years ago. And I assume that church took care of the services. But somehow she's still busy and didn't have much associated with the temple. So she didn't come. One Sunday, that lady came with the daughter-in-law and sat right in front of me, the first pew. Most of the people who are attending our church, they don't want to sit in the first row. Most of the people stay way back. This Wailuku Hongwanji too. The people who sat in the front row is MC and a few families with the Dharma school students. The majority of the people sitting from the middle and back area. Wailuku Hongwanji, the seating capacity is about 350. So people won't stay in the front. I feel kind of very empty. But that temple, the previous one was a little smaller. But same, majority of the people sat way back. So the lady was sitting in the front. People reserved that seat as a lady's seat. And daughter-in-law, that day, she was sitting behind of her mother-in-law, which is the second row. When I was preaching, talking like this, she was always smiling. Always smiling. No matter what I say, always smiling and giving me very comfortable comfort feeling. So after the Sunday service, we had a refreshment time. And I asked her, "Excuse me, Mrs. John Doe, I'm so appreciate you're always coming Sunday morning services. And you're always sitting in front of me and always sharing with me your wonderful smile. That makes me so happy." She was hard of hearing, so daughter-in-law stepped in and said, "Reverend, she cannot hear. She doesn't wear the hearing aid." I told her numbers of times, put the hearing aid on. But she's a hard head. She doesn't want to put the hearing aid. Then that lady said, with the body language, "Reverend, I cannot hear. I cannot hear." But after, what she told me is, even if I'm not able to hear, my hair, my entire body receive the Dharma. So that is the reason why I'm happy. Oh, I was so impressed. I was so impressed. Unfortunately, 1 year later, she became a pneumonia. It's the early part of January. It was very cold. And she caught the cold and she became a pneumonia. And she passed away. At the 49 days and interment service together at the cemetery, the daughter-in-law, she expresses her sincere gratitude and said, "Reverend, I really appreciate my mom-in-law. She was very wonderful. Although she was a hard head, she was always giving me the opportunity for me to attend the church services, me to meet the friends, me to learn something from other people. I always made an excuse. Sunday is only my day off, and I would like to sleep." But when she passed away and I thought it over, she was so nice. And she was my wonderful teacher. So I shared with her the Shinran Shonin's, the word. Actually, this is not the Shinran Shonin's word. The master Taocho of China and I share with her the following. The Shinran Shonin, he adopted one of the passages. And I firmly feel this is we all must apply. And this is said, people who are born before guide people who are born after. People who are born after follow the wonderful footsteps the people who are born before. When she heard this passage, she closed her eyes and tears came out and said, "That's right, Sensei. She taught me most important thing in our lives, the sincere heart, meeting with other people, associate with other people, and joyful time." Is it too late for me to go to the church? So I told her, no, maybe it's a little difficult because you never come, but remember, our church people are so nice. They always welcome you, so come. We learn people around. We learn important heart, important magokoro, the sincere heart, from other people. And we pass on to our society, the next generation. One of the wonderful words I learned from the mayors. This is one of the prefecture had a 100 centennial banquet. And at that time, many mayors of that prefecture made wonderful and long congratulatory messages. After the big dinner, people start talking, getting so tired and sleepy. And I was almost coming like this. Then, that mayor spoke different dialect, which I never heard before. So my eyes are open, and my ear, I concentrate to hear what he was saying. I couldn't understand his dialect, what he was talking about. And he said, 100 years ago, our ancestors came to Hawaii as a plantation laborer. They are bottom. Their lives are just like a slave. But they bit their tongue and made an extra effort. They respect others, try to learn something from others. 100 years has passed. Their prefecture society became a most strongest society in the state of Hawaii. They support with each other, they learn from each other, and they share joy of happiness. In our lives, life never goes perfect. Up and down, up and down. But if we are able to associate with together, help with each other, I think we can make wonderful and joyful lives. Of course, not everything is good, so we have to think. But if people are doing something good, we should learn. If people are doing something wrong, we should eliminate that. I met several essential workers at the hospital, at fire department, and at police department. And I expressed my sincere gratitude and appreciation to those essential workers. The word thank you, arigato, made them so comfortable. And they smiled back to me. Our lives, sharing joy of happiness, is the most wonderful gift we are able to do. What is a Nembutsu teachings? Last Sunday, I talked about the Ojuzu, Nenju. This one look like all same bees, but when you see clearly, it's not same style or same bees. It's a little bit different. It's just like us. We are all different. But the teachings of the Nembutsu, which is just like a string of this, bring all different people as one and make a harmonious lives. The guidance. Guidance brings every one of us as a one. The guidance we receive from our parents and grandparents. We learn and we digest it and we pass on to the next generation. Japanese call this word, say, manabe, to learn. Uketsuge, digest it and style, pass on to the next generation. Shinran Shonin, he adapted so many wonderful passages. He wrote so many wonderful guidance. But 90% of his written were adapted from his teachers. Why he adapted? Somebody say he's copying, somebody's copying, somebody's writing. But for me, I learned from the doctor, one of the doctors at the World Convention, and she told me, this one is so important for myself. Shinran Shonin left for me. And I would like to pass on to the people. And I felt that's true. If this is a good, we should learn. And we should pass on to the next generation. This coronavirus situation, this is a very difficult for every one of us. But we are able to learn. We are able to learn very important things, which are supporting with each other, helping with each other, and rejoicing in the happiness with others. Just like a golden chain of love said. I'm sure all of us were able to do that. Even we are different faces, different races, different languages we speak, it doesn't matter. As long as we respect others, as long as we are able to rejoice in the happiness with others, we can make harmonious lives just like this Onenju. This is a Namo Amida Butsu, the teaching of Nembutsu. I don't know how long it will take this coronavirus situation. But if we're able to become a one, supporting with each other, we can find something best way for overcome through this difficult situation. Maybe always walk together and rejoice in the happiness with others through the wonderful guidance of Namo Amida Butsu, Nembutsu. on this Sunday morning service, I wanted to share with you with this message. Thank you very much for joining me this morning service, this morning Sunday morning services. Father and Grandpa, happy Father's Day. Enjoy your precious lives with your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren with that life of Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Nammandabu Namandabu. I take my refuge in the vow of the Buddha, reciting the name. I will live through life with strength and serenity. I revere the light of the Buddha. I will put my effort in my work with self-reflection and gratitude. I follow the teachings of the Buddha, discerning the right path. I will spread the true Dharma. I rejoice in the compassion of the Buddha. I will respect and help others and do my best for the welfare of humankind. Namo Amida Butsu. Nammandabu Namandabu. Namandabu. Nammandabu Namandabu. When the sun and moon is rising, shining round His glorious throne, we to Buddha duty render, with our bodies bending low. When the golden upright higher, and at noonday flood the sky, we in praises of our Master rise our voices clear and high. When at ever firming glory sinks the sun into the west, we give thanks and homage, here we to go to our rest. This concludes today's Sunday morning service. Today is a Father's Day. Happy fathers and grandpa for today's wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining us. Honpa Hongwanji State Minister's Sunday morning virtual services. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all of you for supporting our Honpa Hongwanji Mission of Hawaii, as well as our community. Next week, Sunday, Sunday speaker will be the Reverend David Fujimoto, the resident minister of the Mirirani Hongwanji Mission. Please join the service together with us. Thank you very much. Mahalo.